So the transaction process for acquiring a property varies from property to property depending on who the vendor is, what size of the property, who the investors are. But broadly, we engage with the market, being both vendors and agents. Once we've agreed a price and the general commercial aspects of a transaction, we'll sign a heads of agreement that gives us an exclusive dealing period to commence our due diligence and to negotiate transaction documents with the vendor. We go through that process, which is typically around 30 days. We do it simultaneously. So the due diligence, we look at all the leases, we verify all our assumptions around rents and outgoings and growth of those rents and prospective tenants and our value add strategy. We make sure our assumptions in regard to that strategy are robust. We look at the technical due diligence to make sure the actual physical building we're buying is in good condition, or the condition we expect that we're buying, and we've got sufficient CapEx allowed throughout the life of the investment. We talk to banks and get term sheets for debt facilities so that we know the terms of the debt that we're going to get before we go unconditional. And then whatever else might be particular to that property that requiring it might be, there may have been a risk of flooding, or there may have been some other thing peculiar to the property. So we look at that. Once we're satisfied with the transaction documents and the due diligence findings, we then go to investors with an investment proposition that is robust in terms of the assumption, the pricing. All our assumptions that formulate that price are then have been validated, and we go about capital raising. During that process, that involves speaking to a lot of investors, and we typically speak to a lot of investors during that process. So that's a very consultative process. Once the capital's raised, we then exercise the option, which means the purchase is then unconditional. We go through the process of gearing up towards settlement, and the settlement, that period could be anywhere from, it's typically 30 days, but we've done it in as little as 7, and sometimes it's longer because we're waiting for certain conditions precedent to be satisfied. So we go through that. We go into the process of settlement with the bank and then settle the transaction.